Okay, so Call of Duty Ghost just came out on November 5th, and I wanted it really bad, so I went and bought it a couple days after it came out. I was playing Search and Rescue, doing very well, when a guy came into game chat. Usually no one is in game chat because it isn't required on Ghost, but I didn't have a mic in, so I could still hear him. He had a raspy voice, and he spoke of a glitch to get out of the map called Flooded. He said he found something creepy and he wanted to explore it with somebody. I was interested, so I plugged in my mic and said I would help him, and then he told me that he would invite me. He invited me to the game and a party, and I joined. He told me that the game had to be on Team Deathmatch and on Flooded. We went to a corner and we slowly backed into it until we went through a wall and we were out of the map. But he instantly left the party, but he was still in the game, but I couldn't find him in the game. I turned around and there was a funhouse. It had headless corpses and impaled clowns all around. For some reason, the bodies looked much more lifelike than the actual game's graphics. As I stared at the lifelike bodies, I started to smell something horrible. It smelled like death. I wondered, is this what dead bodies smell like? This was so weird. I wasn't sure if the smell was coming from my home or from the game itself, but unfortunately I decided to carry on into the funhouse. As soon as I stepped in, the doors closed behind me and the room fogged up. I could barely see anything. I was wandering around trying to find a door or just something, when a huge red lit sign and a door popped up in the distance. I walked in the door and the door closed behind me again. I was in a room full of mirrors. I couldn't see anything but my reflection. Not my character in the game, but my actual reflection. Slowly, writing appeared in the middle of one of the mirrors. I started to sweat. I was getting really worried. It said turn around, so I moved my joystick and moved my character around. And the mirror behind me said, no, actually turn around. I was freaked out at this point. I slowly turned around and saw one of the clowns from the game. I sat still and didn't move. My lights flickered. I could see blood slowly draining out of his mouth and getting diluted with the white face makeup he was wearing, until the point that the blood was almost pink. His green hair was stuck together in certain areas where blood was. He then slowly moved his head up and looked at me with his bright red eyes. At that point, I ran across my room to my door, but my computer chair and dresser swung in front of me and it blocked the door. I was trapped inside my room. Then the clown slowly walked up to me and bent down to my face and whispered,
"Stay away from my mirrors."
Then immediately he vanished and I was holding my controller. The character was in the house of mirrors again like nothing happened. But I remember what the clown said and I immediately shut off my Xbox.